नमस्ते बच्चों, माई सेल्फ जयसवाल सर। हम पढ़ रहे हैं क्लास 10th साइंस चैप्टर हाउ डू ऑर्गेनिजम्स रिप्रोड्यूस। इन लास्ट क्लास वी हैव सीन बाइनरी फिजन. So binary fission, binary means two and fission means splitting. So splitting in two is called binary fission. That means splitting in two parts. It is called binary fission. Now we will see multiple fission. That is the second type, multiple fission. Now multiple fission takes place in plasmodium. So what takes place in multiple fission? The parent organism splits to form many new organisms, splitting into many. It is splitting into many. So the parent organism splits to form many new organisms. The parent organism splits या divides to form many new organism at the same time. Now let us see such kind of division in multiple fission. The very basic thing in binary fission and multiple fission is common. However, there is the hard covering outside the cell that is called, it is type of cell wall, otherwise protective wall, which is known as cyst. So this is cell and the outer covering in plasmodium. Plasmodium is unicellular eukaryotic पैरासाइट. ये हम लोगों की बॉडी में रहता है और मलेरिया फैलाता है, जिसके लिए फीमेल एनोफिलीज रिस्पॉन्सिबल है. सो दिस इज प्लाज्मोडियम. इट कंटेन्स अ सेल वॉल दैट इज सिस्ट. इट इज टफ वॉल, सो इट इज प्रोटेक्टिव वॉल. And one cell divides into two, two divides into four, four divides into eight, eight divides into 16. That means the binary fission continues within this plasmodium. तो इसी के अंदर बाइनरी फिजन होता रहेगा, बट ये सिस्ट नहीं टूटेगी. जो प्रोटेक्टिव वॉल है वो नहीं टूटेगी. दिस इज न्यूक्लियस. First it is dividing into two cells, but the cyst remain retained, and after that these two cells subdivide again by binary fission, and in similar manner cyst remain retained, and this further subdivides into 8 parts. And in similar manner it will subdivide into 16 part. 4 से 8 हो गया और 8 से 16 हो जाएगा. So the cyst will only break under favorable condition, otherwise अब ये फिर 16 हो जाएगा. So if there would not be any cyst, then the individual organism या individual daughter cell would have moved freely, but due to cyst they are not allowed to get exposed in the unfavorable condition. इस तरीके से होता चला जाता है. तो 1 से 2, 2 से 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16 ऐसा हो रहा है. But the cyst only bursts in case if there is favorable condition. Like you can see, if the condition comes so that it gets food, या कहीं से फिर इसको आगे फूड मिल रहा हो, कुछ न्यूट्रिशन मिल रहा हो, तो इसमें से फिर ये सेल्स निकलने लगते हैं. तो ये इस तरीके की बस्टिंग होती है. एंड डॉटर सेल्स आर रिलीज्ड. यहाँ पर डॉटर सेल फिर रिलीज हो जाते हैं. It is reproduction in Plasmodium. Reproduction in and Plasmodium is unicellular eukaryotic parasite. यानी प्रोटिस्टा में आएगा. यूनिसेलुलर यूकैरियोटिक पैरासाइट, जो किसी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म के अंदर रहकर, ह्यूमन के अंदर रहकर बीमारी फैलाता है और अपने को प्रोलिफरेट करता है, रिप्रोड्यूस करता है. सो समटाइम्स a cyst or protective wall is formed around the cell. होता क्या है? How this happens in Plasmodium? So sometimes a protective wall called cyst is formed around cell. Though binary division continues inside cell, so जो सेल होगा, मदर सेल या पेरेंट सेल, अंडर बाइनरी फिजन subdivides many folds. Many times. Many times का मतलब है कि 1 से 2, 2 से 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16 ऐसे. Within the cyst, and a number of daughter cells are formed within the cyst. Under favorable condition क्या होता है? And a number of daughter cells are formed within the cyst. Under favorable condition, cyst breaks and daughter cells are released in environment. released in environment. And individual daughter cell now again forms cyst. So it takes place like this only. So multiple fission takes place in Plasmodium. Here we can see within our red cells, because it is parasite, various plasmodiums are there. They subdivide into 2, then 4, then 8 within the red cells. It is RBC. And ultimately the red blood cell bursts. So इस तरीके से मलेरिया फैलता है और हमारे आरबीसी को डैमेज करता है. दिस इज द फीमेल एनोफिलीज which is a vector responsible for spreading malaria through the parasite Plasmodium, which is unicellular eukaryotic. And this is the fumigation is done to eliminate malaria from any area. Now here we are seeing that this is amoeba and how the binary fission takes place in amoeba. So slowly the genetic material subdivides into 2 daughter cells. After that the cytoplasm breaks and these 2 becomes the individual amoeba. So this is 50 micrometer that has been shown. The size of one is 15 to 10 to the power minus 6 meter. And you are seeing that it is breaking down. Amoeba is breaking down, and in this way 2 daughter cells are formed from one mother cell. So it is fission in amoeba. Now it is completely separated. So it is 2 individual organism. These are 2 individual organisms. So in this way the fission takes place in amoeba. Under microscope again it can be seen how the amoeba reproduces daughter cell. Parent cell how produces? Let us see it again. So now 2 daughter cells are formed. And it will split from this portion only. So now it is getting separated. 2 individual organisms are getting separated. These are the 2 individual organisms. Let us perceive the same at faster rate how the binary fission takes place. So it is the binary fission in this way. Now the binary fission takes place in this way. Let us see the binary fission in Paramecium. It has shoe-shaped structure, unicellular eukaryotic animal. When the genetic material subdivide into 2 parts, then it breaks from middle portion to form two individual paramecium. So in dirty water it remains and it is responsible for diarrhea and dysentery. Amoeba is also responsible for that. Now this is the paramecium which is going to be detached to form two daughter cells. It is under microscopic view. So slowly it will get detached. Now it is getting detached. Now it is just about to get detached to form two daughter cells. Now it has detached. Here it is worthy to mention that paramecium is the food of amoeba. So it falls prey within the pseudopodia of amoeba and amoeba traps it and digests it. So these are the parameciums, and it releases, this is the food vacuole, so it releases strong digestive enzymes to paramecium and ultimately digests the paramecium. So amoeba digests paramecium. The digestive enzymes are released. Let us see multiple fission in Plasmodium.
Female Anopheles mosquito penetrates human skin to obtain a blood meal. It injects saliva mixed with an anticoagulant. If the mosquito is infected with Plasmodium, it will also inject elongated sporozoites, motile spindle-shaped asexual cells, into the bloodstream of its victim.
So these are leishmania getting
The sporozoites
injected.
travel to the liver, where they enter liver cells and rapidly divide asexually.
Liver is target
This
organ.
asexual division, which is called schizogony, generates the next life cycle form called merozoites. The released merozoites invade other liver cells and enter the host's bloodstream,
So
where
these
they
are
invade
leishmania.
erythrocytes. Once inside the erythrocyte, the merozoite
This
begins
is
to enlarge
RBC.
as a uninucleate cell termed a ring trophozoite. The trophozoite's nucleus then divides asexually to produce a schizont, mononucleated.
Now let us see,
fever and chills
this is
that
the
is
cyst
characteristic of
in
malaria.
which various cells are
Plasmodium
formed.
enters a sexual phase when some merozoites in the erythrocytes develop into gametocytes, cells capable of producing both male and female gametes. Erythrocytes containing gametocytes do not rupture. Gametocyte.
These are Plasmodium, not Leishmania. So Plasmodium, it is shown that how the multiple fission is taking place in Plasmodium. Leishmania को हम बाद में देखेंगे. तो लीशमेनिया स्लीपिंग सिकनेस या ब्लैक फीवर देता है. यहाँ प्लाज्मोडियम का दिखाया गया है कि प्लाज्मोडियम से कैसे मलेरिया फीवर आता है. तो ये प्लाज्मोडियम का मल्टीपल फिजन दिखाया जा रहा है.
Are incapable of producing gametes within their human hosts, and do so only when they are extracted from an infected human host by a mosquito. Within the gut of the mosquito, the gametocytes form male and female gametes. The resultant diploid zygotes develop within the mosquito's intestinal walls and ultimately differentiate into oocysts.
Now, as we have seen how the Plasmodium subdivides and it bursts, the cyst bursts and the cells are released. Now let us see the Leishmania, how it subdivides by binary fission. It causes black fever and otherwise it also known as sleeping sickness. So the vector responsible for it is mosquito.
Vector. The life cycle of the Leishmania parasite begins when a female sandfly takes a blood meal of an infected vertebrate host and ingests blood containing infected macrophages with the mastigote forms. Observe the mastigotes passing through the thoracic midgut to the abdominal midgut. In this new environment, mastigotes are grouped
These
together
are Leishmania.
forming clusters or mast cells, which are enclosed by the peritrophic matrix that protects them from digestive enzymes. Thus, amastigotes transform into procyclic promastigotes. Note that the anterior portion of the peritrophic matrix breaks down, and parasites are released to the midgut epithelium.
Now let us see how they are subdividing. Here it has been shown how they are subdividing. So see here. The genetic material is doubled and now they will detach from here. यहाँ से ये detach हो जाएंगे. इस चीज को आप फिर से देख लें. Now here see, genetic material doubles and after that from this portion
promastigotes divide by binary fission and attach to the midgut epithelium of the insect.
now
Note
it
that
is
this
dividing.
adhesion occurs
It is
predominantly
divided.
through the flagellum.
Now next type of asexual reproduction is budding. हम ये देखेंगे कि किसी ऑर्गेनिज्म में से छोटा सा पार्ट उसमें से अपेंडेजेस के तौर पर निकल आता है and after that it develops into a complete organism and detaches from the parent organism. In this way the parent organism continue to survive and the daughter organism or the offspring detaches from it. So ऐसा यूनिसेलुलर में भी होता है जैसा यीस्ट है. अदरवाइज हम ये देखेंगे कि हाइड्रा में कैसा होता है. सो सारी चीजें इसमें देखेंगे. बडिंग के बारे में देखेंगे.
Reproduction, binary fission and budding
ये
are
देख
two
चुके
common
हैं.
methods. In budding, an offspring develops from
It
an
is budding.
outgrowth or bud on the
हाइड्रा
parent
में से एक
organism.
दूसरा हाइड्रा निकला है. सो दिस इज
Budding is
बडिंग.
found
इट इज
in
अगेन
yeast and
बडिंग.
Hydra.
सो दिस इज हाइड्रा. हाइड्रा में से
Binary fission in amoeba. Procedure, maximum clarity. Focus the slide under the
so
microscope.
it is under microscope it can be seen.
Compound microscope.
It is binary fission in amoeba. You can see.
Observations. Karyokinesis,
Now,
where the mother cell of the amoeba
here you
and
can
on
see it.
compound microscope.
That binary fission how takes place.
Observations. Karyokinesis, where the mother cell of the
This is
amoeba
karyokinesis.
elongates initially
Two
and the
different
nucleus divides
nucleus
into two.
divides. After that the
We
cell
can
will
also
divide.
see the process of cytokinesis that occurs
This
after
is
the nucleus has
cytokinesis.
divided into two. Here the cytoplasm in the mother cell divides into two daughter cells. Our observation further shows budding in yeast. Materials required: a permanent slide of budding in yeast and a compound microscope. Procedure: take the permanent slide of budding in yeast and place it on the stage of the.
Now let us see budding.
Observe the different
This is budding.
observation.
Let us see budding in yeast.
Observe the different phases of budding in yeast through the lens of the compound microscope.
Here you are seeing that from one organism, other organism, appendages is coming out. After that, it detaches from it individually and forms other organism. Here, one bud is coming out, from that other bud is coming out. So, a successive budding is also can be seen. So, they live in colony, but they live in cellular level of organism. ये टिश्यू लेवल नहीं है. इंडिविजुअल अपना सारा लाइफ प्रोसेसेस इंडिविजुअली परफॉर्म करता है. सो बड ये इसमें से निकला है. द सेम हैज बीन शोन अंडर माइक्रोस्कोपिक कंडीशन.
Observation shape. First, a small protein yeast to a daughter nucleus and migrates into each outgrowth.
It is
The bud
outgrowth
detaches from
portion.
the mother's body by forming a constriction at the base, which can be observed.
This is constriction.
A yeast cell has a nucleus, vacuole, cytoplasm.
Budding also takes place in Hydra. It is 2 mm size. It is very small and hardly can be seen with naked eye. You can see, manage to see and under a small simple hand lens you can see it very well. So see the lifestyle of Hydra, how it looks, and this has been shown here. It is under microscope. These are the tentacles of Hydra and it is the gut, closed gut. यहीं से ये खाना खाएगा, यहीं से ही अपने चीज़ों को इजेस्ट आउट करेगा. द सिंगल ओपनिंग, डाइप्लोब्लास्टिक. ये भी डर्टी वाटर में इस तरीके से फ्लोट करता है. इसके कई टेंटिकल्स हैं, सिलेंड्रिकल शेप है. इसी की बॉडी के से आउट ग्रोथ निकल आती है और वो फिर एक कंस्ट्रिक्शन होगा और वो अलग हो जाती है. सो दिस इज द टेंटिकल्स आर फॉर लोकोमोशन एंड फॉर ऑल्सो ट्रैपिंग फूड. तो ये खाने को भी ट्रैप करता है. 30 टाइम्स मैग्नीफाइड है ये. नाउ this is the Hydra. These are its tentacles. Now it has taken some food. These are the food which it has taken to eat. But food is too large to eat. Here it has been shown. It is trying to eat that food. So it is kind of organism. Some optic nerves are also there. So Hydra is trying to eat it. And ultimately it manages to digest it. So Daphnia, it eats Daphnia. So we have seen how Hydra looks and we have also seen how the budding takes place. In previous video we have seen how the budding takes place in Hydra. So here it is the Hydra which is coming under Coelenterata. एनीमेलिया ग्रुप में सीलेंट्रेटा में आता है. तो ये आउट ग्रोथ है जो थोड़ी समय बाद इसमें से डिटैच हो जाएगी और एक ऑफ स्प्रिंग या डॉटर ऑर्गेनिज्म बना देगी. सो इन दिस वे इट इज़ नोन एज बडिंग. ईस्ट में भी होता है, यूनिसेलुलर में भी, और ये मल्टी सेलुलर है तो मल्टी सेलुलर में भी होता है जैसा कि अभी हमने देखा. थर्ड इज फ्रेगमेंटेशन. फ्रेगमेंटेशन में आप कभी भी गंदे पानी के ऊपर देखेंगे तो स्पाइरोगाइरा, एक इस तरीके की फाइबर टाइप, फैब्रिक टाइप काई जमी होती है. तो हाथ में लेंगे तो ऐसे रेशे रेशे और फाइबर की तरह आएगा. तो स्पाइरोगाइरा में जब इसकी लेंथ एक सर्टेन साइज से ज़्यादा हो जाती है देन इट ब्रेक्स इनटू डिफरेंट स्पाइरोगाइरा. ये अलग अलग पार्ट में सब डिवाइड हो जाता है. स्पाइरोगाइरा अगर हम देखें तो इस तरीके का इसका साइज होता है और ये फ्रेगमेंट्स में टूट जाता है. After it grows beyond a certain length, then it breaks into 3 individual spirogyra. तो ये स्पाइरोगाइरा का माइक्रोस्कोपिक व्यू है जिसमें कि फ्रेगमेंटेशन होता है. इसके अलावा ये सी एनिमॉन है, इसमें भी फ्रेगमेंटेशन होता है. सो फ्रेगमेंटेशन में क्या चीज़ होगी कि अगर ये सी एनिमॉन ये सी में बेस पे रहता है और इसके ये टेंटिकल्स हैं, अगर इसको बीच से कट कर दिया जाए तो जो भी अगर एक्सीडेंटली कट हो जाए या फिर ये ग्रोज बियॉन्ड ए सर्टेन साइज हो जाए तो दोनों केसेस में ये 2 इंडिविजुअल में सी एनिमॉन टूट जाएगा। अगर आप बीच से इसका सिजेरियन कर दें, कट कर दें, देन 2 इंडिविजुअल पार्ट्स में ये टूट जाएगा। फ्रेगमेंटेशन किसके लिए है कि फ्रेगमेंटेशन में जब इसका साइज बड़ा हो जाएगा तो ये अपने आप नेचुरली इसमें टूट जाता है। तो इस तरीके से और ईच इंडिविजुअल पार्ट ग्रोज इनटू ए कंप्लीट ऑर्गेनिज्म। तो सी एनिमॉन में भी यही बात होती है। इसके अलावा कई बार ऐसा भी होता है कि इफ एक्सीडेंटली समथिंग ब्रेक्स तो उसको कहेंगे रीजनरेशन। फ्रेगमेंटेशन तो नेचुरल प्रोसेस है कि अगर ग्रो कर जाएगा तो वो टूट जाएगा, लेकिन रीजनरेशन है कि एक्सीडेंटली, इफ एक्सीडेंटली ब्रेक्स इनटू वेरियस पार्ट्स देन ईच पार्ट डेवलप्स। बहुत थिन डिफरेंस है। फ्रेगमेंटेशन में है कि उसका साइज काफ़ी बड़ा हो जाए तो वो ब्रेक हो जाता है और डिफरेंट पार्ट्स में, और इसमें क्या है कि इफ एक्सीडेंटली its some body part is broken, then that body part is recovered and also each part again develops into a individual organism। ये हम आपको बता देंगे। ये एक्सीडेंटल है, जबकि फ्रेगमेंटेशन तब है कि जब वो ग्रो बियॉन्ड ए सर्टन साइज। इसमें अगर छोटा बच्चा भी है प्लेनेरिया का, ये प्लेनेरिया का दिखाया गया है, प्लेटीहेल्मिन्थीज है, एनिमेलिया का फाइलम है। प्लेटीहेल्मिन्थीज फ्लैट होता है बिल्कुल, अगर इसको कट कर दिया जाए तो कट करते करते ये इंडिविजुअल ऑर्गेनिज्म में डेवलप हो जाता है। तो ये रीजनरेशन है। नाउ लेट अस सी फ्रेगमेंटेशन प्रोसेस। देखिए अभी हम लोगों ने फिजन देख लिया है, फिर ये भी देख लिया कि बडिंग ईस्ट में कैसे होती है, हाइड्रा में कैसे बडिंग होती है, सम आउट ग्रोथ होता है। इसी तरीके से जो थर्ड प्रोसेस ऑफ एसेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन है दैट इज नोन एज फ्रेगमेंटेशन, जो कि स्पाइरोगाइरा और सी एनिमॉन में मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा। ये मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म है स्पाइरोगाइरा। It is a Spirogyra and it is found in dirty water। ग्रीन कलर का जो काई होता है उसके ऊपर लेंदियर, that is a Spirogyra। It is so lengthy, however it is 100 times magnified। So this is, it breaks into various parts and forms new individual organism। ये बात यहाँ दिखाई गई है। So this is microscopic view of Spirogyra। Though its breaking has not been shown here, but we can anticipate how it would break in case it grows beyond a certain size, then randomly from various places it breaks. Now fragmentation also takes place in sea anemones. Now we will see how it look like.
Sea anemones may look like plants, but they are actually soft-bodied animals. They use their adhesive foot, called the petal disc, to attach to rocks, mud, and shells. Some even attach to the shells of living animals. Anemones vary in size from less than an inch to over 2 feet long. They may have anywhere from a few dozen to a few hundred tentacles surrounding their central mouth. The tentacles can expand and contract into their body cavity. They may feed on zooplankton, crustaceans, and fish. Much like a jellyfish, anemones possess
They are found at bottom of sea.
to use for feeding and defense.
These are
These
tentacles.
cells will react to the slightest touch and eject a toxin that paralyzes to their mouth. Clownfish can inhabit anemones without being affected by their sting. The anemone provides protection for the clownfish. In exchange, the anemone gets the food scraps from the clownfish's meals.
It is
Small
symbiotic
shrimp and
relationship
crabs may also
between
inhabit anemones.
clownfish and sea
Some
anemones.
anemones can swim slowly.
These
by
are
bending
sea
back
anemones.
and
How
forth,
they are moving, just
but
see.
most stay in the same
How
spot
they are
unless
moving.
conditions become unsuitable.
So
Sea anemones can reproduce both sexually.
just observe their movement.
Unless conditions become unsuitable. Sea anemones can reproduce both sexually and asexually, releasing sperm or eggs into the water through their mouth. Or they may reproduce asexually by methods like splitting in half or detaching bits of their tissue that can regenerate.
by splitting
into
they can
complete
reproduce.
animals.
It has been
Anemones
said here.
are solitary.
Let us inspect sea anemones under lab condition.
Take the animal to see. For
This is sea
the
anemone.
best way to proceed is to start with a cross section of the animal. The arrangement of the mesenteries is one of the main characters to identify a sea anemone. We also need to see if these mesenteries are perfect or imperfect. This means if they reach the actinopharynx. And then for that we need to do our section at the level of the actinopharynx. The actinopharynx is more or less in the upper half of the animal, so we will proceed with a cross section at that level. We don't really need to do a cross section all the way, but just enough so we
So
can
if
see.
it is broken down, then it grows
It's
into two
important to
individuals,
start with
two
a cross
independent
section,
individuals.
because this
So this process is
will
fragmentation.
show the complete numbers of mesenteries, and determining the number and arrangement could be easier than if you perform
So how it views, it looks like it has been shown here.
once the actinopharynx. Here we have our actinopharynx, and all these walls are the mesenteries, which the actinopharynx and how many don't. And also we need to observe the distribution of the gametogenic tissue. The
Now let us see regeneration. पहले हमने फ्रेगमेंटेशन देखा है कि अगर उसमें बियॉन्ड ए सर्टन साइज ग्रो कर जाती है कोई चीज, देन इट स्प्लिट्स इनटू टू हाफ एंड ईच डेवलप्स एन इंडिविजुअल. सो फ्रेगमेंटेशन हमने देख लिया है, बडिंग देख लिया है, फिजन देख लिया है. नाउ वी विल सी रीजनरेशन. लाइक इट इज पेंटापोडिया स्टारफिश, एंड इफ इट्स वन ऑफ द legs breaks accidentally, then it regenerates its lost leg. तो इस चीज को हम देखेंगे.
Here. And today I just want to do a little lesson on sea stars and how they regenerate missing rays or limbs. So I've been down to the beach, and I've got a whole pail here of northern sea stars. And what I'd like people to be able to see is the different types of growth in these starfish as they're regenerating limbs. So we've got a bunch of different stars, and you can see we've got some that are missing and regrowing one or two limbs. We've got some that are, here's an interesting one. This one is actually, I don't know if it's a mutation or what the situation is. It's got one limb that's damaged, one that's a ray that's looks like, here's an interesting one that looks like few that are regenerating. Here's an interesting, right? This star.
So
has
there is a outgrowth you
four
can
arms,
see
and I don't
in
see any evidence
starfish.
of a fifth one budding, but
So various
obviously the normal
starfish are
starfish
there,
will have 5
and
arms or rays. And this guy, I'll set him down.
you
that is
can
actually
compare.
split into and regrowing like a fork. I don't know if you can see that there. So there's obviously a lot of variety in how these sea stars regrow their limbs. Here's an interesting one. Oops. Looks like he's
So this is the lost
Surfer
part
or
is
something.
regrowing again. That has been shown over
this one has 3
here.
arms and no evidence of another one growing yet. But it takes about a year for starfish to regrow a limb to its.
Now let us see how the starfish locomote. So let us see the movement of starfish near beach, at beach. So starfish reproduce by regeneration. So it reproduces by regeneration. There are various tentacles in its pentapodia by which it locomotes. Let us see one more video of dividing starfish.
Particularly interested in a starfish which have an interesting mode of reproduction in that they can divide in half.
So it is
and grow
dividing,
missing arms.
and after that
And the advantage of dividing like this
growing into
is that
two
it provides
individuals.
a quite rapid way of reproducing.
So it is a
population
process of
increase in numbers
regeneration.
quite quickly. If the individuals are dividing maybe a couple of times a year, you can imagine that the population numbers will increase quite rapidly. Whereas sexual reproduction is a much more haphazard form of reproduction. Sometimes
Let us see regeneration in planaria. Planaria is flatworm, that is Platyhelminthes, a kind of phylum in Animalia. So if it is cut, then purposely it is cut, then those two parts grows into two independent individual. So let us see that how it is imputed, कैसे इसको कट किया जाता है और फिर उसके बाद ये कैसे ग्रो करता है. This is planaria. So it is cut into two parts. These are the two portions. However, they regenerate again into two individual planaria. So this is shown here. They again grow into complete organism. This is head and this is tail. So in this way the planaria regenerate. This is optic nerves, two eyes, small eyes you are seeing. Here it is optic nerves. This is head. Let us see one more regeneration video of planaria.
でも本当にすごいのはここからなんで
This is planaria.
プラナリアの体を半分に切ってしまっても頭の部分はそれだけで生きていき尻尾の部分もそれだけで生きていけるのですでも本当にすごいのはここからなんですここからです体を5つのパーツに分けバラバラに分けて5つの小さな体たちはそれぞれがそれぞれで生き続けていけるのですでも本当にすごいのはこれからなんです尻尾を切られた頭だけのパーツから再び尻尾が生えてくるのですそして時間とともにその長さを伸ばし再び元の大きさにまで戻ってしまうのですそしてなんと頭を切られた尻尾だけのパーツからは頭が生えそして目まで再生されるのです気を
As we have seen fission, we have also seen budding, we also have seen fragmentation and regeneration. हमने 4 प्रोसेस देख लिए हैं कि कैसे कैसे होगा, उसके बारे में हम नोट्स बनाएंगे. एक 5th प्रोसेस है जिसमें स्पोर फॉर्मेशन होता है. जो फंगी होते हैं, ब्रेड माउल्ड्स होते हैं, तो उन सब में क्या होता है, फंगस लग जाती है जो हमारे ईटेबल थिंग्स होते हैं. अगर वो डार्क और डैम्प प्लेस में रहें तो उसमें भी एसेक्सुअल मोड ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन होता है. ये 5th प्रोसेस है स्पोर फॉर्मेशन. सो लेट अस सी इट. So under time lapse it has been shown how the fungus is getting generated. So in this way the spore formation has taken place. The same thing has shown here how on eatable spore formation takes place. In this there are various microsporangium जिसमें छोटे छोटे स्पोर्स होते हैं. And those when sporangium bursts, so spore comes out in air and float in air. तो ये आप ये देख रहे हैं कि इसके ऊपर ये फफूंद लग गई है. That is the spores are getting produced. Just see the process of it. How it develops on some eatables kept in dark and damp place. These are the spores. You can see द स्पोरेंजियम है, उसमें बहुत सारे मिलियंस ऑफ स्पोर्स हैं और नीचे उसके रूट्स हैं जो हाइफे कहे जाएंगे. ये देखिए, दीज आर स्पोरेंजियम जिसमें मिलियंस एंड मिलियंस ऑफ स्पोर हर एक में है और एक भी बस्ट करेगा तो हवा में स्पोर्स तैरेंगे. एंड रूट्स आर स्प्रेडिंग इनसाइड फूड. ये रूट्स हैं जो कि हाइफे हैं. वेरी प्रिमिटिव, सो इट इज हाइफे. It is a kind of that is sacrotroph. Now, so the spore formation has taken place on it, and it is on the stem. स्टेम है, स्टेम के ऊपर ये जो आप देख रहे हैं राउंड राउंड, इसमें मिलियंस ऑफ स्पोर्स हैं. दिस इज स्पोरेंजियम. एंजियम मीन्स जो स्पोर को रखता हो, तो स्पोरेंजियम. सो दीज आर द स्पोर्स एंड अंडर सुटेबल कंडीशन इट बस्ट. सो दिस इज ए वेब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर ऑन एनी ईटेबल टेक्स प्लेस एंड इट इज ए काइंड ऑफ फंगी in which asexual mode of reproduction takes place. So we have seen various modes of asexual reproduction through video. In next class we will learn something about it and the differences between various modes of asexual reproduction. तो बच्चों इस क्लास के लिए इतना ही. इसके आगे हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में देखेंगे. थैंक यू.